You know, this is not processed, as you know, in a factory or any salt or anything added. This is the real deal.
You don't know what love is.
How you doing? I'm Cupate, or Otis Cupate. I'm from Top Cat's Pride here on YouTube and wherever else you might be watching this video upload. I'm going to be doing some juicing today. I have a champion juicer, and right now I don't have any parts or anything on it, so the actual juicing can begin. It's one of the first things you have to do when you juice is you need to make a workspace. If you don't make a workspace, then it's going to be a tedious job. What I have now, I've taken the vegetables out of the fridge, and I got a zucchini, I got a cucumber, I have some radishes, a paprika, a red paprika. This is called a kohlrabi, and we have celery, and last but certainly not least, we have Bugs Bunny's favorite, carrots. This is a Pyrex dish. It's made out of glass, and it's best to get your juice into a glass container, because when you use a plastic container, after a while the plastic is going to start leaching into your juice, because the juice does have a little bit of little acid in it. You know, it's healthy acid, of course, but there is a type of interaction between the plastic and the juice, and you don't want to start drinking little pieces of plastic and getting that in your system. So get a Pyrex glass or something else for you that's made out of glass. So what I'm going to do is put this champion juicer together, because many people find putting a champion juicer together a bit difficult, even though this juicer does come with directions on how to put it together. Unwrap it, take it out of the box or wherever you might have, and you want to plug it up to a power source. And then you want to take the cutter. This is the cutter. You want to take this cutter and you want to put it on the end of this juicer like this. Turn it, just put it on and turn it until it fits, until it slides down. Then you want to take the other part that the cutter sits in, and where the food gets processed and the juice gets made. You want to take this, and then you want to take a screen, put it on top of here. There's another piece that looks just like this. And then you want to take this piece. Actually, there's you see how there's little spaces there? You want to take this little piece and slide it onto here. There's a little track here. You see there's a little area right here where this is going to slide over, where the little space is there. It's going to slide right over here. So I normally just do it like this. And you put it on and you slide it in. And that's what it should look like. Another way to actually do this as well, you can take your aperture here and you can put this on top of the machine. Take your screen, put it up here like so, and then you can just place this over the top. Hold this down with one hand, because you want it to be flat or to bend around this area here. A lot of people like this way better. Actually, the other way is quicker for me, but it slides on. It should be really easy. Once that's done, you take it off, and then there's little areas here so you can lock it in. So you can lock this aperture here into the juicer. So you put that over, turn it into place, and then you're ready to go. Just about ready to go anyway. The last thing is your pusher or your stomper or whatever you want to call this, but it's actually used for pushing the juices or the vegetables through. That's why I call it a pusher or stomper or smasher, and that goes in the top. Again, you want to have like some space. Make sure you have a good working space, because you're going to need it. Take your glass container and put it underneath your juicer, because again, that's where the juice is going to come out. And then food goes in here, juice comes out there, and the pulp and whatever else you want to call it comes out of this end. And so what I normally do is I put a plastic container underneath there because, you know, things in here are not going to be eaten, so I don't mind it being plastic. And I also set a couple plastic dishes out here just to put some things in that I cut. This is a funnel that goes onto the juicer. It comes along with the juicer. Everything that I'm showing you comes along with this Champion juicer. That's the funnel. And also these juicers come in different colors. You can go to championjuicer.com and you can see it yourself, you know, all the different colors. But this is the funnel. It's good to use so things doesn't come out, like when you press them down, there's a lot of juice sometimes, it doesn't get all over the place. Or if you just want to funnel berries and small things in there quickly. So I'm going to cut vegetables. Make sure you have a really sharp knife. You'll find out the knives that work the best for the things that you need to do, for the job that you need to do. I normally use 2 knives actually. I'll use like a paring knife so you can get really into something if you need to cut around. And I use something that's really sharp. That's normally 2 knives I use. But, I just want you to know that you can't rush through this. You know, this is not microwaving. Research microwave ovens or the dangers of microwave ovens. It's terrible for your body. It can cause your body to be acidic instead of alkaline, and you want your body to be more alkaline than acidic. Put the vegetable in there and you press it down. Cucumber. Cucumbers. What I'm doing now is zucchini. All fresh juice. You see the pulp coming out of the end. I like to mix it up when I'm doing the juices because some actual vegetables will help the juices stay more efficient while you're juicing. Because things like celery, I normally do that last, but I'm just showing you how celery juices. But I normally do celery last because it normally gets wrapped up around the cutter a lot and make me have to stop the juicer and clean it. This is a water filterer. It has a carbon filter inside of here, and when you put your water in there, it cleanses it. It cleanses the water. Sometimes when I'm juicing, to keep things flowing, I add just a little bit of water while I'm juicing, like I'm getting ready to do now. And that helps the thing stay efficient. It helps the juicer stay efficient, and the cutter stay free of all of the food particles and pieces and stuff that are inside of there. I just add a little bit of water. And I would recommend that you have filtered water because you don't know what's in the water that you don't want to be drinking. Heavy metals and maybe even fluoride in your water. I'm going to do some of these radishes now. Just drop those in there. Apply pressure with the smasher, with the pusher. See the juice coming out of there? Oops. Here's some paprika. Paprika and radish. You can do them at the same time if you want. Oh, let me show you how well a carrot works, okay? I'm just gonna stick this whole carrot in there. Look at all that juice coming from that big juicy carrot. V8 has nothing on this, let me tell you. Has nothing on this. That was 1 carrot. So, you see I haven't been going for too long, and I already have about half a liter of juice already. I want to drink it out of the jug right now. Man, that's good. And this is what's left. This is the stuff that's left. Some people use this, or some people put this back through the juicer again, because there's still a little bit of nutrients and there's definitely a little bit of juice in there. If you can get down here, you can see that it is, you know, see the juice still coming out. But normally I take this and I put it in the trash. And this is the juicer. I'm going to take the parts off and show you how easy this particular juicer is to clean up afterwards. All you need is like a little brush to, you know, to get the particles off, the food particles off. Boom, that's done. Okay? I'll take the top off, right? Just use a little brush to run around there. Get the juice off. Have the water with this juicer. When you do when you clean the pieces, the water should be the very most warm. So as far as taking this off, you just twist, pull it off, and the cutter is caught in there. See, there's a cutter in there with the food. The cutter's right there. I just push that cutter out, pull the cutter out, and you see all the food on there. That's all that stuff hanging off of there is celery, and that's why I suggested to do celery last. And that's also on the inside. I'm just trying to give you the full gamut of what we're dealing with here. You slide this off, got your screen, see? And that's, of course, food that was caught underneath the screen. All of this stuff just rinses. Everything just rinses clean with no problem. You do the same thing to the screen. I want to show you the cutter, because I know you get the idea. With the cutter, you do the same thing. But you always hold this particular cutter down, because there's a hole there, and you don't want to get water in that hole if you can avoid it. And if you just have to put water in it, and it's recommended by this company that you don't get water in it, then make sure that you take some olive oil. Make sure that you take some olive oil and put the olive oil over the end of this shaft here. Put it on like a little piece of tissue or paper towel and rub olive oil around here to keep this from sticking later on. If you get water in there, it's not fully dry. If you have to put water in here, like it seems like I might have to because it's a little dirty in there. If you have to, then just have it sit upside down like that and let the water drain out of the cutter, okay? I just wanted to show you right quick with the screen, because the screen can get a little tricky to clean because of the little particles that get caught in the holes and stuff. It's nice to get a little brush that can fit somewhat into those holes. Like when you put the brush up here, it can like go through a little bit. You see that? Because then you can get that food out of there. You don't want old food to stay on your screen, because you know that it can be unhealthy. This just wipes clean. The juicer itself wipes clean, and the company recommends that you unplug it, so it's unplugged right now. Now this jar, you can order special jars from championjuicer.com, but this jar is one that I have that has like a special little top on it. So when you push it in the bottom, when you push it in and put this clasp on it, it keeps the juice from oxidizing. It's recommended that you drink your juice after you make it, you put it in a container where it doesn't oxidize, and it's best that you drink your juice within 24 hours. To make double sure that it's the juice won't oxidize, is I get some clear wrap, you know, some stuff that you put over food. That's what this is. And I put this underneath here, like this. Put this underneath the top, on top of the opening. Press it down some, secure it around the top, like grandmothers do jelly or what have you. And then you push this in, and it makes it even more sealed. Because when I press this in, that presses down, and it keeps it from oxidizing even longer. So can't go through all this juicing without doing a quick toast to the Top Cat's pride and to all the juices in the world. If you want to also add some extra nutrients to your juice, you can add some vinegar, but don't put it in your normal juice, put it in your glass. If you put the vinegar in here with your other juice, then it's going to make it rancid really fast. So if you want to add a little bit more flavor to it, put some juice in here, some apple vinegar in your juice, and you can also add maybe a little bit of olive oil to make it healthier. But this is to all the juices of the world, and thanks for watching. Enjoy.
Until you faced each dawn with sleepless eyes. You don't know